The first sound of morning, the chirping of birds, or the gentle hum of the city waking up. This is the moment before the world starts its busy chatter. In these quiet moments, our choices are clearest. We can see what really matters and what doesn't. It's like our inner voice is loudest in the morning quiet. Do you ever have those moments? Have you noticed how certain thoughts seem to come clearest in the quietest times? Well, there's a reason for that. You know, our brains aren't just these complex machines. They're also quite smart. Sometimes it's hard to sort through all the noise around us. There's so much happening, our jobs, families, friends, and everyone wanting a piece of our time. It's loud. It's like trying to listen to a conversation in a crowded market. But when things quiet down, like early in the morning, that's when we hear ourselves the clearest. Our brain's way of telling us, hey, now's the best time to make some decisions. You can hear me better now. Can you think of a time when you had one of those quiet moments where you felt super sure about something you wanted to do or change? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it now. Let's dive into a story that shows us the power of understanding these quiet moments. Once upon a time, in a town nestled between hills and a river, lived a young woman named Amara. Amara was a dreamer. She had plans that stretched as far as her eyes could see, from traveling the world to writing a book that everyone would read. But right now, she was standing at a crossroads. Her dream job offer was sitting on the table in front of her, and it was a tough choice. On one side was her hometown, the place where she grew up. Here she knew the streets like the back of her hand and everyone by name. Leaving meant waving goodbye to the cozy familiarity of her life. Then there was the job offer, a chance to work in a bustling city, a place where skyscrapers touched the clouds and dreams seemed within reach. It promised adventure, new experiences, and the opportunity to be someone new. For many, leaving home to pursue a dream job would be an easy decision. But for Amara, it tore her in two. She was drawn to the excitement of the city, but at the same time, she couldn't help but feel a pang of sadness at the thought of leaving her hometown behind. She felt like she was standing at the edge of a vast ocean, the waves of uncertainty crashing against her. What if she reached for the stars and fell short? What if the city swallowed her dreams whole? Could she handle being alone so far away from everything familiar? Days turned into nights, and Amara found herself tossing and turning in bed, unable to sleep. The weight of the decision pressed down on her, making it hard to breathe. But then one morning, as the sun peeked through her curtains, painting stripes of gold on her bedroom floor, Amara woke up feeling strangely calm. The sky was painted in hues of orange and pink. The birds outside were singing, and a gentle breeze rustled the leaves in the trees. In that moment, with the rest of the world still asleep, Amara sat up in bed, the turmoil in her heart slowly fading away. The noise of indecision was gone, replaced by the whisper of her inner voice. And in that soft morning light, she found clarity. It was as though the quiet of the morning had washed away all the confusion and left her with a newfound sense of peace. She understood now that the strength to chase her dreams wasn't about ignoring her fears, but about facing them head-on. Fear could never steal her dreams because she was no longer afraid to hold on to them and let them take flight. As the sun climbed higher in the sky and the sounds of the town began to stir, Amara's resolve had solidified. The fear was still there, but now it stood smaller, softer, in the face of her unwavering determination. She picked up her phone, her hands steady, and called her boss. "I accept the offer," she said, her voice ringing with newfound confidence. Looking back, Amara realized that sometimes our biggest fears become our stepping stones to the greatest adventures. In the quiet moments, that's when we find the strength to be unafraid. This story teaches us that our quietest moments are often our loudest teachers. It's a reminder to slow down in the chaos of daily life, to cherish the quiet moments. Those are the times when our true selves speak the loudest and our decisions become clearer. It's like the universe gives us these peaceful moments to help us navigate the noise of everyday life. But it's up to us to listen. Do you remember a time when you had one of those quiet moments? When everything felt still, you could hear yourself think clearly, when you made a decision that changed your life? If you want to dive into more stories like this, subscribe to our channel. We've got a treasure trove of tales that explore the deepest parts of life and the quietest corners of our hearts. It's free, and you'll get to join a community of over 2 million fellow learners on this amazing journey. So if you're as curious as I am, hit that subscribe button. Who knows what adventures await us in the next video? Life is full of moments that test our courage. Sometimes we're faced with decisions that shake us to our core, choices that have the power to change our lives forever. But it's in these moments of vulnerability that our true strength is revealed. Anya, a young woman brimming with enthusiasm, had decided to launch her own business. Her heart raced with excitement as she took her first steps into the world of entrepreneurship. She poured her soul into her venture, dedicating countless hours, days, and sleepless nights into making it a reality. But as the days passed, the excitement began to fade, giving way to an overwhelming sense of fear. Doubts crept into her mind like shadows lengthening in the evening gloom. Questions echoed in her heart. Was she brave enough? Was she skilled enough? Would her dreams survive the harsh winds of reality? Suddenly, a comforting presence enveloped her. Her grandmother, her anchor in life's turbulent seas, sensed Anya's turmoil. With a gentle touch and eyes filled with understanding, she led her granddaughter to a quiet spot amidst nature's embrace. There, under the soothing shade of a tree, surrounded by the gentle whispers of the wind, the grandmother shared a tale of resilience, bravery, and the quiet strength that resides within us. The story unfolded, transporting them to a realm where a small bird faced a fierce storm. Despite its tiny stature, the bird gathered all its might, battling the tempest with unwavering determination. The rain-soaked wings beat tirelessly against the wind, refusing to surrender to the storm's fury. Hour after hour, the bird fought, drawing strength from an inner resolve that refused to be broken. Just when the storm seemed at its peak, the bird spotted a ledge, a small patch of land amidst the raging sea. With a final burst of energy, it landed on the ledge, exhausted but victorious. In that moment, the bird understood that, within its small frame resided a strength that had weathered the fiercest of storms. And as the sun peeked through the clouds, casting a golden glow on the horizon, the bird felt a surge of pride, knowing that it had overcome. When the story ended, a profound silence settled over them, a silence filled with deep understanding. Then, in a voice as soft as the rustling leaves, the grandmother spoke. "Anya, my dear, sometimes our fears can loom large, making our dreams seem like distant stars beyond our reach. But within each of us lies a reservoir of strength, a wellspring of courage that has yet to be tapped." She gently caressed Anya's hand, her touch as soothing as the warmth of the sun. "Your dream, it's like that small bird facing the storm. It may seem daunting, but you have within you the strength to weather any tempest." In that quiet sanctuary, surrounded by the love of her grandmother and the whispers of ancient trees, Anya found solace. She realized that her fears, though powerful, did not hold the final say. Her dream was her anchor, guiding her through the choppy waters of uncertainty. And as she looked up at the sky, a determined glint shone in her eyes. She was ready to face her fears, to chase her dreams, and to discover the extraordinary strength that lay dormant within her. And now I want to ask you a question. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like giving up on your dreams because of fear? How did you overcome that fear and achieve your goals? Share your story in the comments below. It might inspire someone else who's going through a similar situation. And if this story touched your heart, don't forget to show your support. Your encouragement means the world to us and helps us continue sharing these meaningful stories. Thank you for watching. Now it's time to embark on another adventure.